I want to talk to the man directly who is doing everything right. You are training 5-6 days a week, you are eating clean, you are cutting out carbs, you are eating high protein, you are pushing even harder when the scale is not moving. And still, you are gaining fat around your midsection anyway, losing strength, losing your edge. Look, I see you and I understand you. And I need to say something to you because the fitness industry is not willing to do that for you because it's not good for business. Exercise is part of the problem. I know this sounds backwards, but I coach countless men over 30 and the pattern is the same every time. I've also lived this version myself before when I was doing more, putting in more input, doing more cardio, doing more training, eating less food, and my body was still not moving anywhere. The real issue is too much input and not enough fuel. Your body is running on empty long enough that it started to downregulate hormone production. Your thyroid is downregulating, your reverse T3 is going up, your cortisol is constantly elevated, your testosterone is decreasing, and your estrogen is elevated. This is basically the perfect hormonal environment for your body to not make any progress, lose muscle, and store everything as body fat. And the fitness industry doesn't want you to know this because it profits from you always seeking a new program, a new workout plan, a new diet plan, and it's never working. Your body is basically reading undereating and overtraining as a threat, and you are constantly in a fight or flight situation. This protective mechanism will lead to a slower metabolism, thyroid hormone downregulation, hunger hormone dysregulation, and basically completely flat, non-existent testosterone production, because your body won't prioritize sex hormone production while it's starving. This means that you are constantly tired but not able to have a good night's sleep, eating clean but not able to lose the belly fat, your mental drive, motivation and sex drive is flat and non-existent, and your mood is just in the toilet. Men who are already in the survival mode get hit the hardest. Usually with age, testosterone naturally declines, cortisol is usually running higher, and blood sugar control is even harder than before. If this poor hormonal environment combined with starving yourself, fat becomes your body's true survival reserve. It holds on to it because every signal says that resources are scarce. Now, we need to talk about cortisol because there is a nuance here. Acute cortisol from lifting is normal and needed for your body to put on muscle. It drops back down after training and it's actually a good stress response. Chronic cortisol and chronic stress is what the real problem here. Chronically high cortisol suppresses testosterone directly and it signals visceral fat storage. The bonus that comes with the higher body fat level is that the testosterone that is left in your body is getting converted to estrogen, which is making everything worse. The turning point and the actual solution here is fixing the hormonal environment so your body can actually respond. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't go to the gym, but you should probably pull back on cardio and focus on lifting. You should give enough recovery time for your body to build up, you should focus on sleep and eating a little bit more. When you do this and your body finally responds, you will realize that it was never about the effort, it was about the plan. When you stop overtraining, start eating more and fixing all the hormones, your body will respond actually at a very rapid rate. Your energy will come up, your hunger will get regulated, your sleep quality will become instantly better, and your metabolism and testosterone production will come back to life. You probably need less than you think when it comes to working out. 3-4 hard lifting sessions a week, daily walking, recovery, sleep. These are the core parts of the program. When it comes to lifting, quality matters way more than quantity. And why lifting? Because it builds your muscle mass up and muscles are basically burning calories at rest. So your daily metabolic rate will be higher than before, so you can actually eat more and lose more body fat. And what this will look like once actually fixed? Your body composition will improve, meanwhile your body weight is staying the same or actually is going up. For example, if you are able to eat a couple hundred more calories and your body weight is actually staying the same, it means that your metabolism is repairing because you are not going up in body weight although you are eating more food. This was exactly the case with one of my clients, Scott. He is 60 years old and lost a bunch of weight on his own with GLP-1s. However, throughout this process, he also lost a lot of muscle and testosterone. He went on TRT by himself, but something was still missing. He was in the gym regularly, eating a clean, low-calorie diet, and was not really able to put on muscle and get really lean even while on TRT. He was also dealing with a lot of injuries, joint pains and inflammation, and his body was just not responding at all. After he started to work with me, we pulled back on the cardio, increased the lifting intensity, added more pertinent food in general, and we made sure that we are optimizing all of his hormones correctly so his body is actually able to respond finally. And this is exactly what happened to him. 4 months later, he got into the best shape of his life and he did his first photo shoot at 60 years old. His energy was through the roof, he felt the best he ever felt in his entire life, sleep quality came back and body composition followed. He basically weighed exactly the same on the before picture as on the after picture, but looked like a different human. You cannot out-train and out-diet low testosterone and the broken hormonal system. Your body is responding exactly as expected to being overstressed and underfueled. More workouts, more input won't fix that. So 2 actions you can implement today. Pull back on the cardio. You don't need to do more than 30 minutes a day. Also, you shouldn't really do more cardio sessions than 4 times weekly. If that's not enough, then something else is the problem. You shouldn't cut out carbs completely. At least have some carbohydrates before, after, and during the workout, even if you have a lot of body fat to lose. The overall takeaway from the video is that you don't need to do more from the same thing that is already not working. You need to implement the right system, which is most likely fixing your hormonal balance. If you are a man over 30 struggling with these problems and finding yourself in the same shoes as Scott, doing more than ever and getting the least out of it, you are exactly the man who I work with in my hormone optimization coaching program. So if you are ready to stop overextending and overtraining your way further away from your goals, then take the free 2-minute quiz in the description below and I will tell you exactly where your body is at right now and what you actually need to do to get started on the right path.